the time at around 8 o'clock or half past 8 as you testified?
Ke kapo ho bonahala khanya ene le jwang kana ko eno ha o lo shebile gore nako ene ka ba ka bo 8 ya bosigo.
Nkare ho no se le fifi hakalo.
Would say that it wasn't that dark. Ngasho ngithi kwakungekho mnyama kakhulu.
What I need to find out is were the street lights on at the time?
Ntshekile ka ngifumana gore ebe ho nona le mabono mono a strateng aneng a gantsitse ka king ene etsa gore ho ganye mono.
Ke sare di Apollo ne di le on.
I think the Apollo lights were on. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi ama-Apollo abe cancel lapho.
And by Apollo you mean this tall cast light that is placed in the township separately from each other at some distance from each other. Is that so?
Bua ka di Apollo bua ka mabona ona ano a jwala bo hangana mane makation a matelele ha di tjena a leng hore a rohantse.
Ho jwang.
That is correct. Ngikhuluma ngama Apollo ngikhuluma ngazo kanye lawo malayithi ke athe ukuphakama kakhulu lawo wathola khona la emalokishi enye uzothola lapha yana enye uthola lapha yana ma Apollo elana.
Now relative to Mzamo section and in particular Kutlwanong Street, where was the Apollo situated?
In a local Apollo a holo be shebile Kutlwanong Street hona mane Mzamo.
Ntlo hai ka Kutlwanong Street mo ntlo ya ko hae leng ko teng ha hona Apollo mo empa ka ganya yona iteng hona mo ke sa tsebeng haibe ke Apollo hobane e telele e reflectelang le di trateng tse ding a ke tsebe o ke di lights maybe tse tswa metseng e mo haufinyana a ke tsebe.
Now along Kutlwanong Street, that is where my place of residence is, there isn't any Apollo light. However, there was some luminaire which one could not perhaps identify. I would think that it could have been an Apollo light that was illuminating that vicinity, even though it was not in the same street, or it could have been the lights perhaps that were mounted on the houses within the same street there. I am uncertain about that. Manje ngase Kutlwanong Street kuthi kona lapho kuleso sala ngihlala khona ngasho ukuthi iApollo ayikho ngalapho kodwa ke bakhona ukukhanya nje kwangathi ke ukukhanya okukhanyisa khona leyo ndawo yase street leso saseKutlwanong mhlambe kwakuyiyo leyo Apollo kanti ke okunye nganokwenzeka ukuthi kukhona amanye amalampi abese endlini mhlambe abenza ukuthi ke leyo ndawo ikhanya.
Now in her evidence Zandi Khumalo testified about a spaza shop nearby. Do you know about that spaza shop?
Zandi le wela bua ka bopakeng ba hae la bua ka spaza shop se se le haufinyana hona mono. Nkabe o a tseba ka sona spaza shop seno?
Di spaza shop se teng ka Kutlwanong Street.
There is a tuck shop or a spaza shop in that Kutlwanong Street. Yebo, I tuck shop ikona khona lapho ngakuleso strato se Kutlwanong.
Now, since this was a Sunday evening around 8 p.m., were there still people milling around on Kutlwanong Street?
Jwalo ka ha re tseba gore ene le Sontaga e le bosibu ebe no hona le batho ba nentse ba tsamaya hona mo strateng sa Kutlwanong.
Hono se busy strateng aka phea hloko aka nkela hloko hore spaza nona le batho na kapa empa no sna batho ba fetang mo koloing la koloi ene ke dutse ho yona.
It wasn't busy in that street. There weren't many people that were walking past or that were just frequenting this the spot where the vehicle was parked at. And I also didn't pay that much of the attention as far as the tuck shop is concerned, whether were there many people at the tuck shop or how about the tuck shop.
Eh ka hlokomela tuck shop ba ne ke le ka koloing ke na le motswalle wa ka fela.
Okay. Yes, I didn't pay that much of the attention at the tuck shop because I was inside of the vehicle with my friend to get bengekho busy kangako. Futhi bengekho abantu abaningi abebehamba nje eduze nala imoto ibepake khona. Kanti ke i-tuck shop okanye ispaza shop azange ngibeke amehlo wami kuso kangako ngoba phela ke bengasemotweni nomngani wami.
Now, your further testimony is that after a few seconds, you then heard the second loud bang, correct?
Bo baking ba how ntso tsola pele ka bona ke gore camera metsotsona e mmalwa wa utlwa se thunya se kgabola kgetlo la bobedi be ke nnete.
Ke nnete.
That is correct. Yebo emba komzuzwana embalwa ngase ngizwa ke ukucuma kwesibhamu futhi
roughly, after how many seconds did you hear this second bang, between the first bang and the second bang?
Laba camera metsotswana me kae o tloa ho kgetlo la pele ha sethunya se ne se kgabola.
A ke khone ho bolela hantle hore ka mora nako e kakang empa ke ka mora metsotsonyana fela ka mora sa pele se ile sa salla se sa bobedi le sona se ile sa latela ka bo haufinyana se ke se utlwela haufinyana le mo ke dutseng teng.
Lo ga o khone go tsone ka ba metsotsone kae?
Nka se khone, but it was, if I can say 30 minutes ngata mhlomong boma 15 a ke se phoso
se gabotse kgetlo la pele wa feta metsotso e ka bang 15 ka po metsotswana e leng di second metsotso e ka bang 15 mohlomong
it nearly after metsotso
e ka bang 15
e ka bang boma 10 15 aksa upola hantle.
It wasn't necessarily after a few seconds. It was after some minutes. The first bang was heard, and then about 10 to 15 minutes passed. Then there was the second bang. So it wasn't necessarily, I am unsure though, it could have been between 10 to 15 minutes interval between the first and the second shot. Manje usho kanjalo ke bengekhona ke imizuzwane yandlula emva kokuthi kube nokuxhuma kwesibhamu okuqala kundlule imizuzu ngahlamsela mhlambe ngithi khona laphana imizuzu engaba ewu10 ukuya kumizuzu ewu15 saseke isibhamu siqhuma okwesibili.
Now, your further testimony is that when this second bang went off, you then saw two other men running past the car, headed also in the direction of the park, correct?
Yeah, but camera ho ba hotle sethunya sena se kgabole kgetlo la bedi feta ba mata. It is indeed so. Yeah, but waiting so local.
And finally, after those two other men had passed, ran towards the park, you then had a third shot, correct?
Ha se ba fitile ba mata ba ya ba shebile parking kwana ke ha utlwa sethunya se kgabola kgetlo la boraro.
Hoja.
It is so. Yebo, masibandluleke sebeya bebheke khona lapha beqonde eparkini lamadoda amabini. Ngase ngizwa ke isibhamu siphinde sichuma okwesithathu manje.
Now, after the third bang, did you see any persons running towards the park?
Kamora khetlo laboraru situnya silile. Kamora khetlo laboraru situnya silile. Ebe hona le motho mong hape o le mmona a feta a matha.
Che.
No. Akekho ke omnye umuntu engingambona emva kokuthi ke isibhamu sixhume okwesithathu. Akekho omnye ke engingambona endlula egijima.
In time that lapsed between the second and the third shots.
Bonkile nako e kae o fitla kgetlong la boraro ha se kgabola ebile nako e kae mo
Ne di sa siane hole hakana. Ne nka tshoro mhlomong ka mora metsotswana ka mora di seconds nka tsho.
kamera di seconds. The interval was even shorter. I can estimate that it was seconds after a few seconds. Manje ke leso sikhathi phakathi kokuchuma kwesibini nokuchuma kwesithathu kwaba isikhashana esincanyana lapho ke sesikhuluma ngemizuzwana embalwa.
Now I want to put some propositions to you and I'll seek your comment thereon if you can comment at all.
Hona le ditlhaiso tse ke tlo di beyang ho wena me ke tla hloka gore mohlomong o be le go itseng o leng gore wa go bua mabapi le seo ha be o wa khona ya utlwala ke. I understand.
My first proposition to you is that the 3 males that you had after the first and the second shots went off may not be connected to each other or may not even know each other.
The 3 men that she had?
Yes, the 3 males. The first one
that she had?
That she saw. Sorry.
Okay.
The ones that you saw may not be connected to each other or may not know each other.
Bana ba bararo ba ileng wa bona akere la feta wa pele wa ha feta ba babedi ke batho ba ileng hore ha ba amani ka mkhona o leng wa ba bona ka teng
Ke sa tsebeng.
I am unsure about that. Manje anginaso-ke isiqiniseko sokuthi laba bantu abathathu njengoba owokuqala wandlula egijima kwase kulandela ababini bandlula begijima angeke ngisho ukuthi mhlawumbe baqinile anginaso isiqiniseko salokho.
Secondly, the 2 men, like you testified that people were running around having had the shots, may also have been running for their safety.
Sabubedi kuri batho bana ba babedi ba neng ba matha ne ka be ba matha tjena le bona ba matha hore ba fumane tshireletsego jalo ka ha o ile wa hlalosa le wena hore ho na le batho ba neng ba matha ka ba phasalla ka re ba batla ho fumana tshireletsego.
As
a quick question, I don't know if allow the first question, but these are matters for argument. I don't know if this witness can really assist in this regard.
I don't know where he's getting to. But this witness is very clear. He saw 3 men. Initially, the first gentleman who was a bit slimmer, running fast towards the side of the park. And subsequently, saw 2 men. One with dreadlocks, one with a hoodie. That's the clear evidence. If you want to relate it to time and suppositions and speculations, fine.
Manot, let's leave that for argument for the sake of brevity. Now, the 3 men that you saw running past the car, did you look at their faces?
The 3 men. The 3 men, counsel? The 3 men?
Yes, the 3.
Jwale bana ba bararo ba ile ngwa bona ba feta ba matha pela koloi yona le ka hare ho yona o ile wa kgona ho bona difahleho tsa bona?
Che.
I couldn't see their faces. Azange ngibabone ebusweni futhi la madoda amathathu andlule egijima khona lapha kule moto engangikuyo.
And if I may ask you, did you see where the three men came running from?
Anka o botsa ebe o ile wa bona hore banna ba tswile ba matha ba tswa kae?
Hohang.
Tulo e kgethileng. Not at all. Not at all. Futhi cha azange ngibone ukuthi la madoda abe eqhamuka kuphi njengoba abegijima kanjalo.
And do you know why they were running?
Wa tseba hore baneng ba ne ba matha?
Che, ha ke tsebe hobane ba ne ba matha.
No, I don't know why they were running. Angazi ukuthi babe gijimelane.
And as the three men are running, the first one, let's start with him. Did you see where he ended up, the direction he took towards the park? Where did he go? Into the park or somewhere else?
Aba feta ba matha jwalo bana haholo ona wa pele. Bo ila mona hore o ila fella a le kae. Jwalo ka hana matha shebile parking tje hore o ila kena ka parking kapo o ila fihla haufi le parking kapo o ila fella ka.
Ka mkhona matha ka teng ona ya go ha o fihla pele man ya splitter tsela eje then ke park e kaofela. Ke feleleditse a mathela hona mo tlase ke sa tsebeng hore teng ha ya ka o left. A ke tsebe hore o kene ka parking kapa o kene ka ho right.
Now just towards the park, the road then forks at the park there, and or the street just forks at the park. What I am certain of is that that person did not run to his left, but I would think that he may have run into the park or may have taken the right hand side.
And
Sorry.
sorry.
Ushutela le ndoda ngobe igijima kanjena. Kambe laphayana ke ngalo mgaqo okanye ngakuleso strato. Khona ke ilokho njalo ipark kanjalo. Leso strato siyahlukana. Engwaziyo ke lo mlisa azange akathathe esesinene. Kunokwenzeka ukuthi mhlambe uye wathatha okanye wangena ngaphakathi kwaleyo park okanye wathatha sokudla.
And did you observe the clothing worn by the first man?
O ile wa kgona ho hlokomela diaparo tse neng di apere ke monna wa pele?
Che ka di hlokomela.
I did not. Tika azange ngibone ukuthi lo mlisa wokuqala ube egqoke kanjani.
And the clothing worn by the second man that you observed?
Jwale diaparo tsa motho wa bobedi o ileng wa mo hlokomela o ile wa kgona ho tsona.
Che a ka di hlokomela ke hlokometse wa boraro.
No, I did not. I only was able to observe the third one's clothing or how he was clad. Manje, not always been impahla zakhe kanye ingubo abeyigqokile azange kwazi ukuthi ngiqaphele kangako. Ilona owesithathu engikwazile ukuthi ngiqaphele ukuthi ubeyigqoke kanjani.
Now your testimony is that having observed what you saw on the 26th of October 2014, you were then called to Fosloras police station to come and make a statement, correct?
Kamera ho ba he o bone ka bo bepaki ya se etsahetseng ka di 26 October 2014 ya ba wa bitswa he police station ya ko Vosloorus o jalo
ho jwalo.
it is so yebo kuyiqiniso emva kokuthi ke ngikwazi ukubona ukuthi kwenzakalani nge 26 ka October 2014 ngase ngibizelwa ke e police station yase Vosloorus.
There and then, on the 27th of October 2014, when you were interviewed by the police in respect of making the statement and what you put on that statement, did you give a physical description, facial description, and or clothing description of the three men that you saw the previous night?
Kari 27th October 2014, I'll be to a police station in here. Ona mani Vosloorus o maponesa a o bitsa tjena e le hore o tshwantse jwale o fane ka tlhalosetso jwalo ka ho fana ka statement ya bona bana ba shebana jwang ba pere jwang jwalo jwalo.
Ntho ke hopolang kore a ke fana ka statement ke fane how botswa dipotso o tlo araba ka o tlo araba ho ya ka mkho o botswang dipotso ka teng.
Now one thing that I would wish to emphasize now is that whenever you are interviewed or questions are posed to you, you are going to be answering based on those questions, or the lineup of questions which they are having will then guide you as to how you should answer or provide information to them. Manje engikwaziyo nje mina ukuthi uma ke ubuzwa imibuzo uyakwazi ukuthi uphendule okanye uphane ngalolu lwazi abalufunayo kuncike ekutheni babuza miphi imibuzo.
Now you testified that after hearing the third shot, you then heard Zandi screaming, and by then she was still called the ambulance.
Bita ambulance.
Ho jwalo.
That is indeed so. Tiyebo kunjalo. Emva ukuthi isibhamu sixhume okwesithathu ngase ke ngizwa lona ke ememeza uZandi eme khona laphayana ke stop nonsense sakubo athi nithabiseni biza i-ambulance.
Now, Zandi Khumalo has testified in this court, and in particular relating to that aspect of your testimony, and I'm going to put her version that she put regarding that to you now.
Zandi le wila fana ka paki ba ha ko la dinyewe mona me he tlo be go wena ka po ke tlo hlalosetsa ka po o tsela pele ka tlhatlhobo ena ya bopaki ba hao ke sebedisa bona bopaki bona bono ba Zandi ya utlwana. I understand.
Now, her testimony with regard to that aspect is the following: that she was unable to call or dial 10111 or the police.
Oriena bopaki ba hae wila soleya hore phonele
I ke tsebe yena o like
what was happening with her. What I know is that she screamed at me she loudly called me while she was still in the yard of her place of residence before she could even come to the vehicle. Manje lokho ke engikwaziyo mina ukuthi ke kwaphela ke lokho akushoyo akusikhona enginesiqiniseko sakho ukuthi uye wangimemeza lapha yana ku angokuba mhlambe ezofika khona la emotweni.
She testified further that when she then decided to go outside to look for help, and she decided to go to Mapiri's house.
Are ya ba nka qeto ya gore a tsole ka ntle a lo batlana le thuso me khabareng a fitla ha Mapiri a ya ha Mapiri.
Eki tsebang tate Zandi ha tswa hekeng ya habo o mathi o hweleditsa le ka hare a re ke founele ambulance senzo o thuntse ke ha tsho a tla matha jwalo o tla matha a tswa ka heke a mathela koloing.
Now what I am certain of is she called out loud and said that I should phone call the ambulance whilst running towards the vehicle. That is what I am sure. Tike mina ngikwaziyo nje ukuthi uZandi kume kubo engimemeza kanjalo egijima eza emotweni ethi mangifonele iambulance. Can I just proceed further?
Ki kene le yena 13439 ha Maphiri ke matha le yena re matha mmoho ke tshwese ke nkile ngwana ke matha le yena re kena ka jareteng re dithu.
Now I got into the premises of the Mapiris 13349 running together with her, and during that time I was carrying a baby, so the two of us ran into the Mapiri's house. Manje ke ngingene lapho ka Mapiri so babini sigijima singena lelo bheke la ka Mapiri. Mina
She saw the car parked outside, and she saw you in that car, that you were talking to someone else in that car.
Ariana he we bone koloi ene pakile mono le gore wena o no dutse ka hare koloi ene ibile o ntse bua le motho ka hare koloi.
Ka maswabing ka se kgone ho buella Zandi.
Unfortunately, I cannot speak on behalf of Zandi.
Enna ke
Yeshwa-ke angengikwazi ukuthi ngimkhulumele uZandi.
Enna ke hopolang o hweleditse a tla matha towards the car.
What I can recall is that she called out loud and she came running towards the vehicle.
Ra matha mmoho o kena ka jareteng ya
And,
Maphiri ha nsiya ka ntle.
Two of us ran together into Mapiri's yard. She did not leave me outside of the yard of the Mapiris. Uzileke sagijima sobabili sangena laphana kwa Mapiri. Ilokho engikwaziyo. Memezile weza egijima kimi. Sobabili sangena kuleyo jareti Mapiri.
And when I asked her, why didn't you ask for help there and then from the people at the car, she said the following.
Jwale itse ha ke mo botsa gore o baneng o ile wa kopa thuso hona mono go batho ba neng ba le. Why didn't she ask, or why did she ask?
Why didn't she ask
Okay.
for help?
Thank you. Ho baneng o sa ka ba kopa thuso ho batho ba neng ba le ka koloi o ile a araba ka tsela e tjena.
She said that I am not used to Ntabiseng.
Ariana ha tlwaela Nthabiseng. O tshelo jwalo ha sa araba na ka tlwaela Nthabiseng.
Ke bofakazi ba hae nka se kgone mo buella.
That is her evidence. I cannot speak on her behalf. Manje ubufakazi bakhe lokho angengikwazi ukuthi ngimkhulumele.
She further said, I decided to go and ask Mapiri because she's my mother's friend.
Re ha tswela pele ke ha ke nka qeto ya gore ke tsamaye jwale ke go Mapiri. Obane Mapiri ke motswalle wa mme wa hae.
Tsohle tseo di ngotse statementeng sa hae ntate.
All of that has been jotted down in her statement. Konke lokho kulotshwe phansi kwi-statement sakhe.
Ma'am, perhaps let's understand each other. I'm asking you to comment, so you've just made a statement. I'm not sure whether it's a question to me or is it part of your explanation. I'm simply putting the version of Zandi Khumalo with respect to this particular aspect that you've testified about. and I'm seeking comment. If you cannot comment, you simply say no comment.
All right.
Witness understands without interpretation. Tigengazu says.
No comment.
Now, she testified that she got into the house at Mapiri's. Mapiri came out of the bedroom or the room, and she related the story and asked Mapiri to call the police and the ambulance.
Ore o fitlhile he ha Mapiri a tswa ka phaposing e itseng ka ka kamoreng a mo jwetsa hore na ho etsahetseng ya ba o kopa Mapiri hore a founele ambulance ka mapolesa ke se bolelwang ke Zandi leseng.
Se ke se hopolang re o fihlile ra hoeletsa ka tlong le yena.
What I remember is that the both of us, we called out loud or we screamed when we got into the house. Engukhumbulayo ke ukuthi uma sobabili sifika endlini sifike samemeza.
Ha re hoeletsa Mapiri ko tswa ka kamoreng a re ke eng.
As we screamed like that, Mapiri then came out of the bedroom and she inquired, "What is it?" Masimemeza kanjalo ke waphuma lo Mapiri. Ngakulelo gumbi lokulala wasuyabuza ke ukuthi yini.
Then furthermore, Zandi said Mapiri started to panic. She started crying and she said, "Let's rather call Ntabiseng to come and help with the calling of the police and the ambulance."
Ho ya ka bopaki ba hae a re Mapiri le yena o ile a tshoha. Ala tshoha jwale re ha re bitse Ntabiseng hore ebe yena ya tla thusang go founela mapolesa ka po ambulance.
A ke tsebe e una ka mpitsa jwang ke na le yena ka nako eo.
I've got no knowledge of that. How could she have called me when I was with her or in her immediate vicinity? Angwazi lo ubengangibiza kanjani kodwa kungukuthi naye la ekhona.
And that indeed you were summoned. It was related to you what had happened at the Khumalo household, and you too also started to panic and cry.
Wabitswa he walatwa jwale ka nako eno ha o latwa o tliswa mona le wena wa qala wa tshoha jwale walla.
Ha ne se a jotsa Mapiri ka hore senzo thunzo founela ambulance ne ke le mo ne se ke panica le yena hona mo.
At that time that she was telling Mapiri that ambulance or the police should be phone called, I was with her there in her very presence and she panicked. I was with her. Manje ke benginayo ngaleso sikhathi ethi kubizwe ke uMapiri kube uyena ozokwazi ke ukuthi maka fonele amaphoyisa noma iambulance. Bengikhona khona lapho njengoba bethukile nje na.
And finally, on that point, she testified that upon realizing that you and Mapiri were crying and panicking, she wasn't going to get assistance. She then decided to leave Mapiri's house and headed back to her home.
Jwale ore itse ha hlokomela Mapiri le yena o tswile ka mona a bona hore thuso ha no e fumana mona. Ya ba nka qeto ya hore o kgutlela lapeng habo.
Ha qeta ho bua a ke hopola hantle o tswile ka nnete empa letswalo ne le teng empa ne ke sa hopole a ke hopole ke lla kana ka motsotso o hana ke na le Zandi.
I remember that she did exited the house. I was still shocked. There was some degree of shock, but I do not remember crying or how hopefully ulla. Now during that time, I do not recall myself crying.
Statements that you made. Remember, you told this court a day after the shooting incident of the deceased being Senzo Meyiwa.
Ke rata ho tsamaisa he go feleto ba go beleketsa halo ena ya uthunya ha Senzo ka di 27 tsa October 2014.
Ha lokile ntate.
It is fine with me.
Now, you are taken to Fosnoras for interview purposes and the making of the statement on the 27th of October 2014, correct?
Wankua jale wisua Fosloras police stationing. Bakeng sa hore lo fana ka statement se ileng hore date ya sona ke di 27th of October 2024 ka ketsahalo. Yala Mapan. It is correct. Njalo weqiniso ngiyathathwa ke manje ngiswa police station yase Foslo kanti yase Fosloras kanti ke Bagunge 27 zika October 2014 ukuthi kuzophana ngestatement salesi sigameko.
Then this statement was taken down by a police officer with the name of Abia Mpikele. Do you know who that person was?
Lesi statement ke kapo statement sena sankiwa ke motumono ya bitswang Abia Mpikele. Wa motseba motho?
Ke hopla statement sinki empa ke tse motho ke mang ne ke qala no mmona.
I only recall that a statement was taken. I do not recall the person's name. It was the first time seeing that person. It was my first time seeing that person.
And that statement was taken at 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Is that correct?
Statement is saying Usile Sankua ka 9:30 to saying. Did I get it?
Ene lo saying empa ke sa hopola nako hantle.
Yes, it was in the morning. I cannot recall the time as such. However, it was in the morning. Uthi yebo bakusekuseni. Kodwa ke isikhathi angisasikhumbuli.
In what language was that statement made?
Jwale statement isena sinesetsuwa ka puo efeng.
I saw that it's written in English, but the person that was taking the statement and yourself, what language were you speaking?
Kamantswa mang ha o fana ka statement isena o no bua eng wena le motho?
Ne ke bua Sesotho.
It was in Sesotho. I was finishing the statement in Sotho. Should ke mina ngangikhuluma iSotho ke mangphana ngaso lesi statement.
And the person that was taking the statement down was also Sotho speaking.
Motho ona nka statement yena una bua Sotho le yena.
Ke sa hopoleng hantle.
I cannot clearly recall. Angwazi ukhumbula kahle ukuthi ngabe naye ke bekhuluma iSotho noma cha.
And when the statement was taken, was it you and the person that was taking the statement only in that room where the statement was taken?
Kana ko no fana ka statement ne le wena le motho ono ka hare go phapusi eno e leng gore statement ne se bua ka hare yona. Ne lo ne le ba go Yes, it was only the two of us in that room where the statement was being finished. Manje ke besu nje phela ngakulelo gumbi lapho ke ngangiphana nge statement sami khona.
And this statement, how was it made? Were you narrating the events of the previous night to that police officer and he was writing it down, or did you personally reduce this statement into writing?
Si ula fana ka statement is seno jwang ebe uno o mo hlalosetsa ka di ketsahalo tsa letsatsi le fitileng ka bosibo fitileng yena antse a ngola fatshe ntse mo hlalosetsa jwalo kapo wena ka letsola hao o ile wa ingolla statement seno na
Ona botsa dipotso ke a raba a ngola.
He was asking questions and I would answer those questions and then he would reduce that into writing. Manje ke ube buza imibuzo bese mina ngiyamphendula ubese uyakuloba lo.
And once the statement was finalized, was it read back to you?
Kamera ho ba ho qetwe ka sona statement sena o ila ba lwa sona re o sortile statement sena statement se re jena o re jena statement o ila ba lwa sona
Ke sa re o labala.
Yes, I would think that he did. I would think that he did read it back to me. Sasho kanjalo ukuthi uye wangifundela sona lesi statement.
And you were happy with the contents of that statement, correct?
No kgotsofaletse dikahare tsa sona statement seno. A o jwalo?
ke nana gore dipotso tse na di botsa ke di arabile ka mokgwa ka kgonang ho di araba, so ke ka ho ke
Well-
ka se amohela.
Well, I would think that I was able to answer the questions based on how he was asking them to the best of my knowledge. And it was for that reason that I then confirmed the content of the statement. Sorry. Ngicabanga ukuthi ke uyabuza imibuzo nje njalo ngiyaphendula leyo mibuzo ayibuzile ngaleyo ndlela ngasho ke ukuthi ngase ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngisithokozele okanye ngiqinisekise lokho ke okwaqukethwe yiso lesi statement ngenxa yokuthi bengikwazi ukuphendula lokho abengibuze khona.
And having the statement completed and having it read back to you, you then signed that statement, correct?
Statement is na jalo balwa sona me o netefatsa dikahare wa se signa statement is na kannete bula etsa jalo.
Ke bona signature yaka.
Yes, I can see my signature here on the statement. Yebo I signature yami ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngiyibone lana lesi statement.
Now, if I may refer you to that document, do you have it in front of us, which is A15 that was made on the 27th of October 2014?
Renaliona Kerkena in A15. Indeed so, we do have it. Yebo, ikhona lana the A15 statement.
Now, at paragraph, what paragraph is this, Minister? I think it's paragraph 4 on page 2 thereof. You then state that on arrival at Kelly's house, we found Senzo was deceased in Kelly's vehicle. He was taken to Butsilong Hospital for treatment as he was shot. On arrival at the hospital, Senzo was taken to casualty. After some few minutes, the doctor called me and informed me that Senzo passed away. What? On arrival.
Re fihla mane ntlong ya Kelly re le ra fumana Senzo e leng hore ke mofu kapa hona jwale e seng e le mofu ka koloing ya Kelly ankua he a iswa sepetleleng sa Botselong bakeng sa hore a lo fumantshwa kalafo ka lebaka la hore o ne a se a thuntswe jwale itse ha re fihla sepetlele Senzo o ile ankua a iswa karolong ya bookelo mo le ba re ke casualty ya ba e le hore kamera metsotso e mmalwa doctor ampitsa ya ba o ntlhalosetsa hore Senzo o se a re siile kapa o hlokahetse a re fihla wa bona
Ke a bona.
Yes, I can see that. Could I just be accorded an opportunity to interpret it to the accused persons there? Ukuthi-ke uma sifika khona laphana kaBukheli okanye endlini kaBukheli sathola lona usenzo okuyena umufi-ke manje ngasemotweni kaKheli wase-ke uyathathwa-ke uyiswa khona laphana esibhedlela saseButsilong ukuze-ke akwazi ukuthi athole unyango olufanele ngoba-ke ube sedutshuliwe. Ma-ke sesifika khona laphana esibhedlela wathathwa-ke wayiswa khona laphana e-casualty ingxenye-ke yasesibhedlela-ke leyo. Emva kwemizuzu nje embalwa udokotela wase uyangibiza wase-ke uyangitshela-ke ukuthi wangazisa ukuthi usenzo usesishiyile uma sifika. Thank you, Lordship.
And at paragraph 5 thereof, you stated in your statement that the 3 unknown black men, I cannot identify them as it happened so fast and it was dark. I request the police investigation in this matter.
Jale, hona mona paragraph 5. Ora bana ba bararo ba o ke sa ba tsebeng ba batho ba batsho. Nke ka gona lo ba supa hobane ketsahalo ena ile ya etsahala ka pele ebile ho ne ho le lefifi. Da kopa ma polisa hore a sebetsane le yona nyewe ena. Ho jwalo?
Ho jwalo.
It is indeed so. Yebo, kunjalo ukuthi ngempela ukuthi ngempela lamadoda amathathu bengawazi amadoda nje abantu abamnyama ukuthi abantu ebengeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngingabakhomba ngoba phela-ke lesigameko siye senzeka ngokushesha futhi-ke kwakumnyama kase-ke ngicela-ke amaphoyisa-ke ukuthi kube iwona-ke aphenyayo leli cala. Can I proceed further? Can I say something?
Okay.
Sure.
Ne ke sa kgone hore ke ba bone batho ba ke sa re potso e ne le hore o ka ba supa ha o ka ba bona na. Ne nka se kgone hore ke ba bone difahlehong tsa bona hore ba ne ba le jwang. Ke ntho e ke hlalositseng le ka jeno hore difahleho tsona ha ka di bona ke bone sebopeho sa mmele hore ebile batho ba jwang.
Now I should think that the question was at that time the question was, would you then be able to identify these men? I then finished the statement in response to that particular question that I couldn't have identified them. Safe to say that I was able to see their body or their physique, which is what I had testified about even today in this court.
My Lord, with leave of the court, I'm going to ask that A15 be admitted as an exhibit.
Yes. The exhibit R, not. Yes.
Now, you further made another statement that you referred to that it was made some years after the first one was made on the 27th of October 2017, correct?
We let you ware camera leave motsammalwa we ile wa tsana le just statement se seng camera hoba o etse sena sa pele ke nnete
Ke nnete.
that is correct yebo go itse lokho emva kokuthi ngenze istatement sokuqala kwandlula iminyaka nje embalwa ngaphinde ngayokwenza ke istatement sesibili.
And this statement was taken by an officer called Joyce Busisiwe Buthelezi, and it was taken at Don Park on the 28th of April 2019, correct?
Statement sena sile sankuwa ke Joyce Busisiwe Buthelezi sele ngore sile sankuwa panamani police station ya Don Park.
Ako pole date passing to ko Don Park again.
And it
I
was,
cannot recall the date. However, the statement was taken at Don Park police station. Uthi yebo, istatement ngasenza khona lapana at Don Park police station. Kodwa ke angisakhumbuli i-date.
and this statement as well, in which language was it taken from you?
The statement is na sona sile sankuwa ka puefing no bua puefing ka mantswamang ha ono fara ka sona statement sena le hore motho a nang ka statement ya nona bua puefing.
Ako bona metso e sena bua maleme a kaofela Sesotho.
Is Sesotho, isiZulu and English. Uma ngikhuluma wonke lamalimi. Ubekhuluma ke isiNgisi, ubekhuluma isiZulu, azakhuluma neSotho.
And similarly, was the statement, were you narrating the event of the 26th of October 2014 and Officer Buthelezi?
Ebe unonto wila fana kadi ketsahalo October 2014 uyena me lebele umibuzo bese yena ubhala phansi lokho engikushoyo.
Having completed that statement, were you satisfied with the contents thereof?
The same applies to this particular statement. Based on the questions that she was asking and what I could remember, which I relate to her, I would think that I was content with what was contained within that statement. Manje na kokona lo lokho kunike ekutheni ubebuza mephi imibuzo nokuthi mina ngikhona ukukhumbula kangakanani mayelana ke nemininingwane yalesi sigameko ngase ngiyasithokozela bengineme ngempela ngalokho okwaqhubethwe ilesi statement.
And you then signed that statement, correct?
Yaba was a signer on a statement isn't it? Nete? That is correct. Yaba was a signer.
And appearing at the bottom of each page, I see initials and signatures. Is that some of your signatures at the back, at the bottom of each page and at the back of the statement?
Yeah, bona hona lili signature mona.
Now, if I may refer you to...
Yeah, how? I'm still showing the witness the signatures. Venamo. Limon. Signatures confirmed on all pages of the A11 statement.
Now, if I may refer you to paragraph 6 thereof, and I'm going to read.
Chair. Kamera mono yaba hola situnya se khabala la bobedi ka be ke bona batho ba banna ba babedi ba mata ba feta koloi jaloka wa pele a ile a etsa ka teng. Banna bana ba babedi le bana ba ne ba matha ba lebile ka mane ka phakeng. Ebile ha ke ya ka bona hore na ba ne ba tswa lehlakoreng le feng ka bontlong e feng. Banna bana ba babedi banna bana ba babedi hore na le ba tswa lehlakoreng le feng ka bone ba tswa ntlong e feng.
Okay,
Yes, I can see that. Yebo ngiyakubona lokho okubhalwe lapha phansi ku paragraph number 6 uthi ngithanda ukusho ukuthi azange ngizwe umuntu ememeza phakathi kwelemizuzwana nje embalwa ngazwa ke okanye emva ukuthi ngizwe ukuchuma kwesibhamu kwaba ukuthi ke ngibuza lona uYolanda ukuthi ngabe kuchuma kwesibhamu leso okanye lo msindo ukuchuma kwesibhamu. uYolanda wathi cha. Ngobalokho ke ngezwa ke omunye umsindo futhi ngase ngibona amadoda amabili egijima endlula laphayana emotweni beya ke ngakuleyo ke direction okanye beqonde kuleyo ndawo la lowo qala aya khona okanye benza ngendlela lowo qala enza ngakhona. Lamadoda amabili ke babegijimela ngasephakini. Angaze ngibone futhi azange ngikwazi ukubona ukuthi babeqhamuka komuphi umuzi okanye ngakuluphi uhlangothi.
My Lord, with leave of the court as well, may I ask this document be admitted as exhibit? So the first one, my Lord, Mr. Baloyi says we must mark it R1 and the A11 be marked R2.
Okay, what R2?
That's correct, my Lord.
Yes.
Now, ma'am, let's go back to the house now. When you and Khumalo left the hospital and went back to the Khumalo household, do you remember that, your evidence?
I will try to remember that evidence. Ngizo zama ukuthi ngikhumbule lobo bufakazi.
Now, you testified that the police wanted information from the scene that was required on some documents at the hospital. So you and Mapiri were taken in police car to the Khumalo household. Is that how I recall your evidence?
E ka be ke yana tsela eno e ke go pulang paki ba hao ka yona gore mapolesa la tlhalosa taba ya gore go na le tlhaiso leseding e itseng e batlagalang mane police station e batlagalang hona mane sepetlele e leng gore tshwantse fumane mane ntlong.
It's Yolanda.
Is it?
Is it not Yolanda?
Abagas malo?
Let's ask is it Mapiri or Yolanda?
Ki Yolanda ka paki Mapiri o le natsa mane.
So sorry, I mean Khumalo, not your, so sorry, it was my mistake, my Lord. It's Khumalo.
That was Khumalo, yes. That was Khumalo. Jwale bopaki ba go botso jwalo gore wena le Khumalo le tlile mane sepetlele le mapolesa le ya mane lapeng ha Khumalo mo e leng gore go na le tlhaiso leseding e itseng e ne tshwantse gore ba e fumane hona mo no ha Khumalo e leng gore e tlo thusetsa mane sepetlele gore tsamaiso di tswele pele ka morago ba ba fumane tlhaiso leseding eo go jwalo.
Go jwalo.
That was my evidence, yes.
Now,
yebo kwaba ubufakazi bami lobo ukuthi mina noma Khumalo sahamba ke namaphoyisa siya khona le ekhaya suke esibhedlela kanti kwakukhona nje ulwazi okanye mhlambe kwakukhona imininingwane ethize ebifanele ukuthi siyithole khona laphayana endlini kwaMakhumalo okuyiyona ke ebizosiza ke ukuthi kube nenqubekela phambili mayelana naleli cala ke khona laphayana esibhedlela. Manje leyo nqubekela phambili ngamanye amazwi yayincike ekutheni amaphoyisa ahambe aye laphana kwaMakhumalo akwazi ke ukuxoxa okuthize when uxoxa ukufakaza okuthize ke okuzokwenza ukuthi baqhubekele phambili. Uthi yebo ngiyaqinisekisa ibona ubufakazi bami engiphele ngabo lokho.
Now, Zandi Khumalo's testimony or version on that aspect is that when they left the hospital, in the car they were traveling in, it was herself, Makhumalo, Tumelo Madala, and Kelly Khumalo. Mtokozisi Twala refused to return back to the house with them because he wanted to stay with Mandisa.
Can you please list the names again? That
It was
Zandi?
herself, Zandi Khumalo, Gladness Khumalo,
I guess?
Gladness Makhumalo,
Okay.
Kelly Khumalo, and Tumelo Madala. But Mtokozisi did not go back with them because he stated that he wanted to remain with Mandisa.
Wa utlwa bo packing ba Zandile or ka koloi ha ba kutlela ntlong ene le yena Zandile ka koloi ele Makhumalo ele Gladness Khumalo ele Kelly ele Tumelo Madala Mthokozisi yana arche ha ke no kgona tsa malona ke batla go sala le eno Mandisa.
Ke tluile sepetlele le Makhumalo eo ke shoka yona.
Now that I am sure of, that I had left the hospital together with Makhumalo
Le maponesa.
and the police as well. Loko nginesiqiniseko sakho. Ngasuka mina esibhedlela no Makhumalo namaphoyisa.
The rest of the stuff you are not sure of. That's why you say only that one you are satisfied with.
Ebe tse ding tsona ha ona bonnete ba tsona ka go o disang ore ena yona ke na le bonnete ba yona. Tse ding ka mantswe a mang ha ona bonnete ba tsona.
Ntate, kelelo ka e hlakile hobane ke a hopola ho tloha ka sepetlele. Ne ke tsamaya le Makhumalo le maponesa.
My mind is sober. I remember that when I left the hospital, I was in the company of Makhumalo together with the police. Uthi ngihluzekile nje la emkhondweni. Uma ngisuka khona laphana esibhedlela, ngangihamba naye uMakhumalo namaphoyisa. Ngiphapheme ngamanye amazwi.
Now, the other aspect is that whilst you were with Makhumalo at the house, there were police officers that were conducting investigations in the house, correct?
Ebe go jwale o nna maponisa gona mana Makhumalo a neng a etsa ditlhatlhobo gona mo ka ntlong ha Makhumalo.
Ho
That is correct. Uthi yebo kuyiqiniso kwakhona amaphoyisa khona lapho kwaMakhumalo abenza ke uphenyo okanye bebeloku bebheka nje khona lapho ukuthi kwenzakalani.
My Lord, I see it's now 3:30. Is it perhaps an opportune moment that I'll proceed tomorrow?
Yes, so Mr. Maloi,
That's in order, my lord.
will you be available tomorrow?
I think that's my lord.
Will she be available?
O tla ba teng ka sana mo?
ke tla ba teng ntate.
I will be available, my lord.
Can I see your watch?
Re ka bona batjha o ka ema ha o bua le ntate man.
How long have you given evidence since you came here?
I think that's my lord.
Ask her how long did she give evidence since you started giving evidence in this court?
O nkile nako e kae o fana ka bopaki ha e sa lo qadile ka mo khotleng la nyone?
A ke tsebe.
I don't know, my lord.
You can't even estimate it.
O ke ke wa ba wa mhlomo wa re beisetsa hore e ka bana go kae?
Okay,
I can
I'm
say-
satisfied.
I
Time is
don't
a
know.
temporal thing, in other words. Are you with me?
We missed that one, my lord.
Hello?
We missed that one.
I say time is a temporal thing, yes. In other words, I can have a watch and talk. And after talking for some time, if you ask me, how long have you been speaking for? I say, you know what?
Oh,
I don't know.
Thank you, my lord.
This we are saying.